The first item in Pujya Swamiji's priority list has always been the rejuvenation of Sanatana Dharma and the reunification of the fragmented Hindu society around him. He started the Sree Dasa mission in 1970, especially with the aim of fulfilling these twin goals: awakening the lost religious spiritual culture among the Hindus and restoring the essence and luster of their eternal tradition, now unknown even to them.
Swamiji's mission has renovated and restored hundreds of Hindu temples fallen into neglect and disrepair over the years. He has also been in the forefront in the righteous battle against unethical religious conversions of poor Hindus by alien religious groups with vested interests. Whenever or wherever the Hindu faith is falsified, transgressed or ridiculed in any manner by irreligious anti-Hindu groups or pseudo-secular propagandists, Swami Sathyananda Saraswathi is the first to jump into the fray, take charge of the situation and offer concrete solutions. The Nilakil issue is a case in point.
The Christian fanatic priesthood had once conspired to construct a church through questionable means in the precincts of the Mahadeva temple at Nilakil, en route to Sabrimala, the abode of Lord Ayyappa, and the biggest Hindu pilgrimage center in Kerala. Swamiji exposed this malicious design and fought the issue in such a way that it was resolved effectively in no time. A similar plan by the church to build a temporary podium using concrete pillars and girders during the Pope's state visit at the spot where the Arata of Sri Padmanabha Swami temple is performed every year, and then turn it into a permanent Christian memorial, was also thwarted by Swamiji's timely intervention and unrelenting efforts. In 1978, Swamiji toured Malabar and visited the Palukachi hills, where once a great Hindu temple had flourished but was destroyed later. The Akkal family, who held the rights to this land, handed over the temple land to Swamiji, who then installed in this ancient site the idols of Sri Rama, Sita, Hanuman, Shiva, Nagaraja, etc. On September 7, 1978, some anti-social elements mutilated these idols and set the new temple building on fire. Swamiji hurried to the spot, collected the broken idols and organized a procession throughout the length and breadth of Kerala, carrying the broken pieces with him. This unique event awakened the lethargic Hindu community in Kerala somewhat, and people gave Swamiji's procession many tearful receptions on the way. After 11 days, the broken idols reached Kanyakumari, and these were immersed symbolically at the southernmost tip of Mother India, at the meeting point of the three seas.
In April 1983, Swamiji organized a convention of Hindu sannyasins and took out a holy procession again from Kannur to Kanyakumari. In 1993, Sri Ramadasa Mission, under Swamiji's able leadership, hosted the Conference of Hindu Spiritual Leaders from South India. As the chairman of Hindu Aikya Vedi or the Hindu Unity Forum, he has been the moving spirit behind exposing the evil designs of the communist, liberal, anti-Hindu nexus in Kerala from time to time. The obnoxious and vulgar attempts of this nexus to infiltrate into the governing bodies of many prominent Hindu temples and systematically subvert their functioning has been suitably challenged and dealt with by Swamiji on many occasions skillfully. The problem of lack of basic amenities like drinking water and proper sanitary facilities suffered by crores of Sabrimala pilgrims year after year has been taken up by Pujya Swamiji, and concrete long-term solutions have been offered in the Harivarasanam project submitted by him to the government many years ago. Alas, it is lying in the cold storage still, and hundreds of unfortunate pilgrims are today even dying from stampedes and such other avoidable calamities.
Every year, Swamiji organizes a Hindu Mata convention at Chergolpuzha in central Kerala near Tiruvalla. Swamiji's speeches at this convention, which are normally never less than 4 hours at a stretch, are heard by devotees with rapt attention.
The high point in the activities of Sree Dasa mission every year is the 2-week-long celebrations held with the Ram Navami weeks. From Mukambika, the idols of Ram and Sita arrive in a colorful procession at the main venue of the celebrations. From the decorated chariot, these idols are removed reverentially by devotees to a specially made mandap where round-the-clock pujas and homas are held till the time they are once again removed for the final journey to Swamiji's ashram on the last day. We have noticed during the filming of this video that Swamiji is a great stickler for details and oversees every aspect of the celebrations himself. The Rama Padukas to be carried along in the procession are received and installed by Swamiji himself in the mandap. Normally, the Sri Ramanavami celebrations are held at the Puttarikandam Maidan at East Fort, not very far from the Sri Padmanabha Swami temple. Once the flag is hoisted by Swamiji, many religious spiritual programs are organized at the venue on a daily basis. A Hindu Sammelan discusses various problems faced by the Hindu society at the seminars and meetings held every evening. According to Swamiji's strong conviction and worldview, the great and ancient lifestyle of Indians based on the great Vedas has now been shattered. To reconstitute, reconstruct and redeem this lost lifestyle, Swamiji believes that Hindus should unite the world over, cutting across their caste, community and ethnic barriers. Family being the basic unit of Indian life, it must be our primary concern to revive it as best as we can without compromising the basic values of Sanatana Dharma. For the successful working of such a large universal Hindu social order, Swamiji's special prescription is the simultaneous creation also of a workable Hindu financial order. It is in this context that Swamiji often talks about the establishment of a World Hindu Bank. At the moment, Hindu society is in a state of flux without an epicenter, as it were. Swamiji feels that the concept of secularism enshrined in our constitution with noble intentions by the founding fathers is now being continuously used by present rulers to weaken Hindu society in general and to appease religious minorities in particular. Swamiji's special practical suggestion in this regard is the setting up of samitis, mandals and sanstha's right from the micro level of individual Hindu families. The Hindu economic order envisaged in Swamiji's radical vision consists of 20 Hindu families grouped together as one Kutumba Samiti. 5 Kutumba Samitis or 100 such families grouped together as one Kshetra Samiti. 5 Kshetra Samitis forming one Kshetra Vahini. 5 Kshetra Vahinis forming one Kshetra Sagar. 5 Kshetra Sagars merging into one mandal and 5 such mandals from various parts of the world becoming one Hindu Sanstha consisting of nearly 62,500 families at the macro level. The latest vision that His Holiness Swami Sathyananda Saraswathi is trying hard to realize is the establishment of an exclusive Hindu daily newspaper, Punya Bhumi, which he believes would give voice to a billion-strong Hindu religion now in a state of global renaissance. The customary Lakshmi Puja held towards the end of Ramanavami celebrations at Puttarikandam Maidan every year is a living proof of such renaissance that Swamiji has always been talking about.
Extensive preparations are made under Swamiji's personal supervision for thousands of men and women to come together for the evening puja held to propitiate Lalita, the universal mother and giver of all prosperity and wealth. Each devotee, sitting in contemplation near the light of a small lamp, chants in chorus the 1,000 names of the Divine Mother, one by one. Flowers and other offerings made as part of the sankalpa of each devotee is later taken home by him or her as prasadam. The final day of the Ram Navami celebrations has almost arrived. Before the holy idols of Ram and Sita are carried away, Swamiji insists that the entire route along which the rath carrying the idols travel be scavenged. Having distributed brooms and cleaning implements to devotees around, Swamiji picks up a broomstick for himself and joins the Clean City campaign. From morning till evening that day, Swami Sathyananda Saraswathi can be seen scavenging the streets of Trivandrum. Late in the evening, after the city parikrama, the procession now moves to the Sree Swami temple pond, where, amidst incessant chanting of Ram Nam by devotees all around, Swamiji takes dips with the idols in the pond and later worships them at the temple cart with flower offerings and so on. Later, the procession once again returns to the Sammelan venue. After the festival flag is ceremoniously brought down, the devotees sit down to enjoy a sumptuous feast.
The final day has now arrived. Devotees dressed as Ram, Sita, Lakshman, Bharat, Hanuman, Vasishtha, etc. now sit in the decorated rath carrying the idols and Ram Padukas. On its way to the ashram at Chenkottukonam, touching receptions are offered by people for the Ram Paduka Ghosha Yatra at many points along the route. The real Hanuman has already reached its destination. As the deities approach his abode, Swamiji runs out to receive them. The entire atmosphere is electrified with utmost devotion. Devotees literally carry Swamiji on a raised platform many times around the ashram temples. At such times, Swamiji seems to be in a trance-like state, having reached the high point of bhakti personified by the great Hanumanji himself. Swami Vivekananda, while speaking about such intense bhakti, has written, "Suppose a man cultivating that type of devotion to God which Hanuman represents, the more intense the attitude becomes, the more will the pose and the demeanor of that aspirant, nay, even his physical configuration, be cast in that mold. Taking up any such emotional attitude, the worshipper becomes gradually shaped into the very form of his ideal. The ultimate stage of any such sentiment is called Bhava Samadhi."
The esoteric significance of Sri Rama Pattabhishekam, performed by Swamiji every year as a fitting finale to the Ram Navami celebrations, defies all logical and intellectual explanation. It is something that has to be seen and experienced firsthand.